Hey everyone, I'm back with another video, and today I want to speak about how did I lose 25 kilograms, which is basically 66 pounds, and I went from this to this, basically. So it all started with an emotional rage that I had because I got my bike stolen, and I decided I wanted to do something, so I went into bodybuilding to at least be better in shape, you know. This is what I decided to be the first, and so I had like an extreme output to change to act. And if you are watching this video, I assume you have something similar already. And what did I do next is kind of stupid. I've started biking every day for like an hour, and yeah, that wasn't really that efficient. And I also started the dieting afterwards. You know, I kept a calorie deficit, and that's the only thing that you need in order to lose weight. You know, you just have to be in a calorie deficit, but you can be in a calorie deficit by eating less or eating better foods, or you can just work out more, you know. If you do both, that's gonna work the best. That's what I did. I went for 2000 calories on 125 kilos, 2000 to 2200. I stayed between that range. Now, I want you to know that it's highly advised, and I highly recommend it to calculate how much calorie you need and go for that amount. I don't recommend high calorie deficit because at some point there is like a turning point where you are no longer in a bigger deficit and your body will react like you'll just have less energy, you know, and you go into a state where you are almost always tired. That's because you're too big of a deficit and your body will slow down, so it requires less calories to maintain. So basically you're just fucking yourself up, which is kind of funny and ironic. But anyway, I think under 200 to 300 calories of maintenance is perfect. That's what I heard from a lot of people. I went for more. Today I'm also going for more. I have a lot of times where I don't, lose weight at all. I had like 2 weeks when no change was made. So yeah, basically just track your calories. That's it. You can exercise, and exercising gives you muscles, muscles. And it's really good, you look a lot better. And I assume you just don't want to lose fat, you kind of want to look better. So exercising is a very good thing to do. I went from doing it every day to doing it every other day, and keep it consistent. Even if you feel like it, even if you don't, just do it. Do even half the amount when you are sick, do half the amount when you really don't want to do it. And it's kind of funny because at some point it'll turn natural just to push it. I mean, let's be real, after 4 months I still feel like not doing it, don't get me wrong, but I still go for it. So yeah, it becomes natural to you. So yeah, basically go for a deficit, exercise, and you'll be fine. You can also just optimize your weight loss by, hitting your protein, your carbs, and your fat amount. Choose food that's, how do I say it, less in calories. So what I've experienced over the months is sometimes it's good to have low calorie foods and sometimes it's good to have high calorie foods, and none of them are really bad, let's be real. One of the things I really like is cashew. I usually eat a handful. It's a very small portion and a lot of calories, but they are still healthy fats. You just can't have like an entire bag of cashew because that's basically equivalent to a lunch for some people. And it's crazy, but having a small portion is pretty fine. And if you mix it with a salad, for example, that's pretty common. Of course, it'll make the salad more calorie dense, but you just had cashew and it'll be a lot more filling than eating cashew itself. So basically combining these, let's say cashew and salad, will give you some satisfaction and fill you more, and you can eat what you want. You just need to have a side of something that is low calorie that will fill you up. And I'm not gonna say this is easy, but it's simple as that, So go for your calorie deficit and hit some exercise every day. You don't really have to go to the gym or run a mile. It's easier to build up over time. Don't go for like a marathon, don't exercise 2 hours every day. Maybe just go for like 10 push-ups and that's it, or 5 or 2 for a month, and over time you'll go for more. You don't even have to, you don't have to motivate yourself. There's no need for motivation for that part, and that's the funny thing. If you go for like 1 push-up every day, when you get down, like, what's another, Why don't just do 2? So yeah, maybe from now on I'll talk a little bit about the mentality. If you want to do the thing, that's all you need to know. Calorie deficit, exercise, and maintaining your macros help to build muscle, but not necessary for weight loss. But if you want to be in a good shape, it's highly recommended. Of course, you can go further down into vitamins, etc. But if you are eating well, these are not really problematic. Maybe on the fat side, you can go so deep into it, but it's so fucking pointless. Just hit the deficit and do some exercise. That's it. Don't even bother about the protein. You look better. I give it. If you hit your proteins, you're better. But it's again not necessary. So yeah, it's very important to start small and build up on it, rather than going for it and just suddenly, okay, I'm not gonna do that today. I don't want to work out 2 hours every day. Fuck that. I think my workout is like half an hour every day, so I do them at home and I go for walks. That's a lot longer. And running is interesting regarding weight loss. It really tenses up the muscles and your body will not let go of the water, so it's very complicated, okay? Anyway, that's it about it. And regarding the mentality, it's another thing. You really quickly go into a state where the best part is, okay, let's say this is the average of how people go into workout and why they quit. So you decide you want to, get in shape. So let's say it's New Year. It was not so long ago. And you decide you want to lose 20 kilos or 50 pounds or whatever. And you go for it, You cut everything out. You cut the chocolate, you cut the the Burger King. I eat Burger King, by the way. You can make some really good choices there too. Anyway, you cut out a lot of stuff, a lot more than you should start with. Because even the small, you want to see the change immediately, I can do that for a week and I'll go back, and you can't go back if you want to maintain that body. I think everybody talks about it who builds muscle. You cannot go back to your old habits because you'll gain the fat again. And yeah. So you decided to go big. You maybe do it for a week at most. I think a week is like, sure. You go for a week and you decide, oh my god, this is so much energy, it's so exhausting, etc. And you quit. Now, I talked about this previously. There's an emotion behind it, And what I also experienced with food, that I also experienced with smoking, is that it gives you a lot of fucking joy. You know, eating a table of chocolate gives you a lot of joy. And if you replace that with nothing, you know, if you just cut out chocolate, your mind and body will, not even your body, but your mind will crave that chocolate again, because there is nothing else to do. So basically I eat fruits instead of that, but it also took me a while, so I just cut on the portion and then I replaced it with fruits, and suddenly I'm still happy. I don't crave chocolate anymore. And back then I was eating chocolate every day, at least every day. And nuts, you know, these coated nuts were fucking amazing, but they're like 800 calories per 100 gram, which is also insane. So yeah, your body really, I mean, your mind, you have to emotionally also satisfy your mind. Now, that's a very difficult part, and I think there was a lot of times when I went, oh my god, I quit, I don't care anymore, I just want to have my food, my trash food. And you don't have to cut everything, you know, and you don't even have to go overtime, you're just cutting everything. If you really like something, you can have it. Just maybe, I don't know, that was also a really good personal experience when I was on the very beginning. I've decided I'll go for a light breakfast and dinner, but for lunch I can have anything. By anything, I mean not like 2 billion calorie steak or anything like that, but rather I don't choose what lunch will I have. I can have anything, you know, pasta with cheese is completely fine. I'll cut on the breakfast and dinner, because that was the most important part for me, to have like, I can have anything still. I just cut on the other two, and that was still a difference. It was a very drastic difference. I'm not really remembering anything, you know, 100%, but that was also like a similar concept behind how do I get rid of the chocolate addiction and sugar addiction. Is basically, okay, I can cut the chocolate, I can replace it with fruits, and I can also have everything else being there, and it's suddenly not that big of a change. You just replace chocolate with fruits, but it still have an effect, you know. And once you get used to it, once you forget how addictive chocolate was, you can go for another thing. Let's say I want to eat more protein for dinner, so my body recovers better. That's it, just choose your dinner now on. And you're no longer eating chocolate, you're having protein dinner. And you can slowly build this up, but going for everything is it's a very big of a trick of your mind. You know, just over-exhausting itself and go, okay, this is not working, let's go back to eating chocolate and just do whatever. Calories no longer matter. So yeah, this is how I lost 25 kilos, and I'm still going, I'm still doing this. There are definitely still days where I want to have a pizza, and there are days that I have a pizza, don't get me wrong. I just don't have like an entire pizza. Maybe just half of it is a good dinner, especially if you add chicken to it and not that much of a cheese, or you know, there's like so much you can change on that and still have a pizza. It's fine. At Burger King I take out the mayo, which is 130 to 40 calories, which is insane for mayo. I think mayo is one of the biggest bait. Like, that was amazing, like 20 milliliters, I mean maybe 25 for 140 calories, man. Just that it tastes different. But yeah, I take the chicken sandwich, I can eat 2, and that's also like fine dinner with some protein, carbs and fat. And I'm still losing weight. So I've recently gone under 100 kilos, which is amazing, you know. That was like a big barrier bit before it, And here's my recent weighting for the month. You know, I track it via application, I track my calories via application, and it's amazing. You know, at some point you'll just really enjoy yourself that you've accomplished something over time, but you have to keep up doing it daily, and that's a very difficult part of it. So thank you for joining in. That's all I wanted to say regarding this topic. Go push your dreams, and I hope they'll succeed, you know. But emotion wise, it's tough. It's tough to push every day. But you can do it. I can do it. Anyone can do it. See you guys. Have a great day.